When we think about goals, we often envision them as distant, unattainable objects we must run after. However, chasing your goals implies a passive approach, something you're simply hoping to reach. But what if we could shift that mindset? What if we could set our targets and aim with precision, as if we were aiming for something that's not only achievable, but well within our grasp? That's the mindset of someone who hunts their goals. Aiming with precision means that you're not just running after any goal. You've taken the time to define what you truly want. You've set your sights on a specific target and understand exactly what it will take to get there. This clarity of vision is a game changer because it enables you to focus your energy and efforts towards something concrete, not something vague or undefined. In my own career, this was essential. Whether it was shifting from Bollywood to Hollywood or tackling challenging roles that required me to learn new skills, I had to be clear about the direction I wanted to go. I had to understand what my strengths were, what my weaknesses needed to be worked on, and how my efforts could align with that goal. Aiming with precision also means being strategic. It's about planning the steps you need to take, creating a roadmap for yourself, and being intentional with each decision. It's not just about working hard, it's about working smart. Think of it like a hunter tracking its prey. A hunter doesn't shoot randomly. They observe, study, and wait for the right moment to strike. Similarly, you must spend time observing your environment, learning about the obstacles in your way, and adjusting your approach accordingly. This gives you a better chance of hitting your target rather than simply running around and hoping you get lucky. By setting a clear target and aligning your efforts with that goal, you also bring a sense of purpose to your work. It's not about the frantic pursuit of anything that comes your way. It's about being deliberate, focused, and prepared. When you aim with precision, every move you make has purpose and direction, and the path to success becomes much clearer. This shift in mindset doesn't just bring you closer to your goals. It ensures that when you reach them, you do so with confidence, knowing every step was intentional and purposeful. Persistence is often the defining factor between those who achieve their goals and those who don't. It's easy to feel motivated at the start of a journey, but the real test comes when the excitement wanes and the road gets tough. It's in those moments that the power of persistence becomes clear. When you're hunting your goals, it's not just about setting your sights on the target, but also about staying steady, even when the winds are against you and obstacles seem to pop up at every turn. The journey towards success is rarely a straight line. There will be challenges, failures, and setbacks that could make you question your abilities or the path you've chosen. However, it's the ability to keep going, to continue moving forward despite the setbacks, that separates the successful from the unsuccessful. In my career, I faced many moments where I was told no. I was often told that I wasn't the right fit, or that my dreams were too big. But I didn't let those no's stop me. Instead, I saw each one as a stepping stone, a part of my growth process. Persistence was my constant companion. It meant waking up every day, even when I didn't feel like it, and continuing to push forward toward my goal, no matter how many rejections I faced. Staying steady requires resilience, the ability to recover quickly from difficulties. The road to your goals is never going to be free of bumps, but persistence helps you navigate them. Think of it like a runner in a marathon. The finish line may seem miles away, and the runner may feel exhausted, but it's their determination, their refusal to give up, that drives them to keep putting one foot in front of the other. In the same way, when chasing your goals, persistence means continuing to work toward your dreams, even when it feels like the finish line is unreachable. Persistence also brings an element of patience. While it's easy to get discouraged when progress seems slow, true perseverance allows you to trust the process. It's about believing that your efforts will pay off, even if the results aren't immediate. Every small step, every failure, and every lesson learned is building you up for something greater. The key is to never give up, to keep pushing through the rough times, knowing that with steady perseverance, you will eventually reach your target. It's not about how fast you get there. It's about staying the course and having the determination to keep moving forward, no matter what. Courage is the fire that fuels progress, especially when pursuing your goals. It's not just about facing fear, it's about actively choosing to take risks, to step outside of what's familiar, and to challenge yourself in ways that push your boundaries. In the hunt for your dreams, you have to be willing to venture beyond your comfort zone, because growth rarely happens when we stay in the safety of what we already know. The path to success is filled with uncertainty, and it's this uncertainty that tests your courage. Throughout my journey, there have been countless moments where I had to make decisions that pushed me beyond my comfort zone. Moving from Bollywood to Hollywood, for example, wasn't an easy decision. It meant leaving behind a successful career and stepping into an entirely new industry where I was a stranger. But if I hadn't taken that leap, I wouldn't have discovered new opportunities, learned new skills, or met the incredible people who have shaped my career. Taking risks doesn't mean being reckless. It means recognizing the potential for growth in the unknown and being willing to walk into it with confidence, even when you can't see what's ahead. Courage isn't just about grand, life-changing decisions. It's also about the small, everyday moments where you must step outside your comfort zone. It's about choosing to take on that difficult project, asking for that promotion, or speaking up when your voice needs to be heard. Every time you take a risk, no matter how big or small, you are expanding your boundaries and inching closer to your goals. There's also the courage to fail. Many people hesitate to take risks because they're afraid of failure. But here's the truth: failure is often the best teacher. It's in those moments when things don't go as planned that you learn the most about yourself. You discover your resilience, your ability to adapt, and your determination to try again. Without risk, there can be no reward. Without courage, there can be no progress. Every successful person, no matter how big or small their achievements, has faced setbacks and failures. What sets them apart is their willingness to continue moving forward despite those challenges. So don't shy away from the discomfort of taking risks. Embrace it. Push yourself to go beyond the safety of what you already know, and be courageous enough to embrace new possibilities. It's through these bold steps that you'll discover your true potential and unlock the doors to the success you seek. Discipline is the foundation upon which success is built. While many focus on dreams and aspirations, it's the consistent, focused effort that turns those dreams into reality. To hunt your goals effectively, discipline is crucial. It's about honing your skills, refining your craft, and continuously improving yourself in every area. It's easy to be motivated at the start, but the real work lies in maintaining the discipline required to show up every day and put in the effort, even when it's hard or when instant results aren't visible. In my own life, I've seen firsthand how discipline shapes success. When I first started in the entertainment industry, I didn't simply rely on talent. I worked relentlessly to improve my acting, singing, and language skills. Every role I took required preparation, learning new things, pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and facing challenges head-on. The hours spent rehearsing, studying, and training are what made the difference. It was the discipline of consistently honing my skills that allowed me to take on diverse roles, from playing an athlete in Mary Kom to portraying complex characters in Bollywood and beyond. Success doesn't come from natural ability alone. It's the continual commitment to improvement that sets people apart. Discipline also means being organized, focused, and committed to your goals every single day. It's easy to get distracted by shiny new opportunities or sidetracked by setbacks, but discipline helps you stay grounded. It's about setting clear intentions and sticking to the plan, no matter how difficult or tedious the process may seem. For example, when preparing for a film or project, I ensure that I give myself a structured routine, including rehearsals, script readings, physical training, and even personal time to recharge. Without discipline, it would be impossible to juggle the various demands of work, personal life, and other responsibilities. Moreover, discipline requires patience. It's understanding that growth takes time. You won't become great overnight, but with consistent effort, improvement will follow. The process of honing your skills is never instant. It's a slow, steady grind. But when you stick with it, the results speak for themselves. Every hour you dedicate to improving yourself brings you one step closer to achieving your goals. Discipline doesn't just sharpen your abilities. It builds your character, teaches you resilience, and helps you maintain focus on the end goal. It's the most essential tool you can have in your arsenal as you pursue success. Patience is a powerful yet often overlooked quality when it comes to achieving your goals. In a world where we are constantly seeking instant gratification, we tend to forget that real success takes time. The idea of being patient doesn't mean you sit back and wait for things to happen. It means trusting the process and understanding that, in time, the efforts you put in will bear fruit. Patience allows you to keep going even when the results aren't immediate and when the road ahead seems uncertain. When I reflect on my journey, I see the importance of patience at every step. It took years of hard work, perseverance, and yes, patience to build my career. From the early days in Bollywood, where I faced both rejections and success, to the move into Hollywood, each stage required me to be patient and allow things to unfold naturally. I didn't rush my career, nor did I expect instant success. I knew that each role, each challenge, and each setback was part of the long-term process of growth. Sometimes I had to wait for the right opportunities to come along, and that waiting period was just as important as the moments of action. Patience is also about understanding that everything has its own timeline. You cannot force things to happen before they are meant to. Just as a plant doesn't bloom overnight, neither do the best opportunities or achievements. Everything you do, every step you take, is contributing to your overall growth, even when you don't immediately see the results. The key is to remain focused and continue putting in the work, knowing that in due time, your efforts will align with the opportunities that come your way. The journey requires trust. Trust in yourself, trust in your process, and trust in the timing of the universe. There will be times when you feel discouraged, when it feels like progress is slow or non-existent. But it's in those moments that patience becomes the most powerful tool. Allow time to work for you. Sometimes a delay or setback is just life's way of preparing you for something bigger and better. Patience doesn't just teach you to wait, it teaches you to stay strong and steady in the face of uncertainty, knowing that with each passing day you're getting closer to your goal. Purpose is the driving force behind everything you do. It's the reason you wake up every morning with determination in your heart, the reason you push through the challenges and setbacks that come your way. When you are hunting your goals, it's crucial to know why you're doing it. Without a clear sense of purpose, you can easily become distracted or lose momentum, especially when times get tough. It's purpose that provides clarity, direction, and motivation, helping you stay on course when the road ahead is uncertain. In my own journey, I have always been clear about my purpose. It's not just about achieving fame or wealth, it's about using my platform to inspire others, especially young women, to believe in their power and pursue their own dreams. When I made the decision to transition from Bollywood to Hollywood, it wasn't just about expanding my career. It was about challenging myself to break barriers and prove that an Indian woman could succeed on the global stage. I knew that by stepping into a new, unfamiliar territory, I could open doors for others who followed after me. That deeper purpose guided me through every challenge and kept me focused on my larger mission. Knowing your purpose also helps you navigate the inevitable setbacks and failures you will face on your journey. When you encounter obstacles, as you inevitably will, it's easy to feel discouraged. But when you have a clear sense of why you're pursuing your goals, you find the strength to keep going. Your purpose becomes a constant reminder that what you're doing matters, even if the results aren't immediate. It keeps you grounded and focused, reminding you that your efforts have a larger impact beyond yourself. Purpose also provides meaning to the hard work and sacrifices you make. Without it, your efforts can feel like mere tasks to check off a list. But with purpose, every action becomes meaningful. It's the fuel that keeps you going when things get tough, the beacon that guides you when you feel lost. When you know why you're hunting your goals, every step becomes part of a larger, more meaningful journey, and the pursuit becomes a fulfilling, rewarding experience rather than just a race to an end point.